Welcome back to Greg Tech New Horizons. It's been a bit. We've been off the air, sort of, for like a month and a half. And instead I've been uploading actual LPs again. If you haven't seen them, check out my LPs of Super Metroid X Fusion and the return of Vanilla Level Design Contest 11. Having a lot of fun making those, so yeah, they're good. Check them out. And I hope you'd enjoy. Hi, Kith. Another VLDC 11 video featuring Notorious Pipe Tangle. VLDC got a graphics update. What is this button? Engage with my audience, members only live stream. Switch to members only. Yes, because that's what I want to do right now. Thank you, YouTube. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, it's been a bit. Things don't look too much different on the surface here, but I have been hard at work over the last month and a half, doing all sorts of stuff. Finally able to catch one of these again. Good timing too. Today's been real brutal. Yeah, today's been a lot. There's a lot going on in the world, sadly. But this Thursday has had Friday energy. Yeah, I could sure not go into work tomorrow, but I can't. My supervisor and my other coworker are already not going into work. They have other things that they are tending to. Anyway, so what have I been up to this whole time? Well, I'm gonna turn my speed boost down. I've been upgrading stuff kind of all over the place. But it's not going to look like that much has changed in here because, frankly, not that much has. Like, I don't remember exactly what I did last, what I showed last. But, like, I kind of rebalanced this grouping of machines here. This is all running high voltage now. That's the medium voltage leftovers. These are the low voltage leftovers. Oh, the chandeliers, these are monster repelling. So, finally, I think I won't get teleporting creepers in here. I have these levers. Now, these are carpenter levers. They're just color-coded to what they are showing the information for. Very small. I did, and I've been making a lot of progress, like, overall. Let me show you. I've done most of extreme voltage while we were away. And I can kind of go over, like, what's been going on with it. But we'll come back to that. The main thing to note is that I have upgraded my EBF again. These are TPV alloy coils. So we're at the next level of heat requirement for various things. I don't think that anything happened with the multi-smelter. The vacuum freezer is still normal. This is a small cluster of extreme voltage machines, single block extreme voltage, for various things that I've had to build lately. Amused at the fact that they're the color of failing to load a texture. Yeah, the magenta. This was interesting. One of the things you need to do partway into EV is unlock radon. And the best way to do that is to sift thorium ore. But the problem is this this radium-226 is radioactive and it has to decay. So I had to filter it into these lead-lined boxes so that they can decay safely. I don't have any more thorium right now, or at least no more to process, but that's okay because I ended up with Actually, I think I centrifuged it all, but I have some radon gas still hanging around because I needed it for some things as I was going along. I got tired of hitting capacity on these storage blocks, so I just upgraded them to hold way too much stuff. How much of a disaster would this be if pollution was on? Probably a fair disaster, because I haven't had to do any manner of air scrubbing. Because there's all sorts of stuff to do set up, like pollution scrubbers. So I'm glad I don't have to deal with any of that, because it's just not fun. Let's see what else. Got a little spicy rocks decay that can't give you internal sunburn. Yeah, really. Alright, so... Oh, well, I'll start with this. I built this recently, within the last, like, week or so. This is me attempting to do something with the applied energistics a little bit more. So, like, I haven't really done that much with it, but... I'm still trying to just wrap my head around how it all works. I get it in theory, but it's just the actual setup for it. However, I do have fluid storage going now, and I've got an assembling machine down there that is currently able to craft on demand certain AE2 components that are like used a lot or in various things. Yeah, this is the computerized inventory. The only time I ever did that was a friend of mine set up the whole thing. I had no idea how it works. Yeah. I made a very big fluid storage drive. They can hold 5 different types of fluid, and I guess it can hold 8 million millibuckets. Basically 8 million fluid of every type. So that's... I did... chlorine, ethylene, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen in there for now. These are some batteries. And these controllers just kind of keep extending and connecting together. It is common to build a cube outline of them, I guess, because I guess it's an efficient shape. Because there's a whole way that this stuff is connected on a network, basically, and it has to do with channels and like the number of things that are connected on like one channel. And I'm like figuring it out, but I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I'm learning and barely holding it together on that front. I don't like this new season of Get Blue Spheres. You appreciate the fun design. Yes, yeah, it is. I was like, what can I do to make it look kind of digital? And while this tiled floor isn't much, I did have some fun with the rest of it. These are all Futura blocks, except for these lab panels, which I thought was kind of fun. And that's just like some red heat glass that I found, and I was like, okay, sure. Notice something missing. The clean room is gone because I've moved it. It's over there now. And in fact, there's a few things over here now. So it's been a while since I played, like I keep saying. But I have, in fact, like, mostly automated platinum. I just built this the other day. This is the multi-block chemical bath. And it is currently processing the titanium stuff. So, I don't get how I keep all this in my head, because I've spent 500 and something hours playing this game, according to Prism Launcher. Minecraft is by far the game I have played the most in my life. This I'm thrilled about. This is the multi-block centrifuge. It is so fast. It is ludicrously fast for what it is. This is the multi-block bending machine, but it's also the forming press. So I can have different inputs with different circuits, and whatever I want, basically. I just want plates, so it goes in there. Do I want foils, goes in there. Do I want dense stuff, goes in there. This thing is ludicrously fast as well. And in here, I'll look at that. I'll look behind me in a second. The clean room is now much bigger. We can actually walk around in it for the first time. This side is the high voltage side, and then this side is extreme voltage side. I accomplished this by hooking up 4 high voltage combustion generators on the outside, and I run it through. And if it just needs high voltage, it goes through there. But this is a transformer that's stepping it up to 1 volt of extreme voltage. Now, these 3 machines can't run together, they can't run in parallel, but that's okay, because I really only need to do a little at a time with them, currently. Everything else is about the same. The only thing I think I did different is I added this power integrated circuit lens. But then we get down here, and we get to... well, I told you I had automated platinum, and, well, I certainly did. This is where the thumbnail came from. Welcome to the pipe spaghetti. So, I've spent hours working on all of this. I don't have any way to show it off right now, because I think, well, maybe I do, because I'm mostly out of platinum. It's processed. We'll do this real fast. This is like step 3, or this is like the recovery step, basically, so that you can get to the platinum. So I'm just going to quickly run this through. I guess while I do that, I'm going to put these circuits away. But you can tell that platinum has been going well, because here it is, and according to the box up the top, I have 46 stacks of platinum ingots. So yeah, that's going swimmingly. The reason it's not fully automated is because I have not taken the time to build a new, a second large sifter over there, just because it's a lot of materials to do, and I haven't wanted to just take this one out. Although I probably could and just set it up with like a filter or something. I don't know. It's a bit hard to decide, because if you set it up inside like this machine here, then it's not really gonna like be accessible to anything else I want to sift if it's in competition with like other, like the platinum process. Anyway, so like I said, it's kind of not... basically, the platinum starts here, and we're going to get a little bit coming back to us in a second, because there's it's a recycling thing. So we'll get some platinum into here in a moment, once it goes through that EBF. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. I think this requires 9 to go through. There we go. So this turns on. This takes platinum powder and aqua regia, and it makes residue dust and concentrate. The residue dust goes to here, and I haven't done anything with it yet. The platinum concentrate goes into here with ammonium chloride and ammonium chloride and something else, or just one of these requires nitric oxide as well. I forget. Oh no, that's a recovery thing. So it processes. It'll spit out. It spits out palladium enriched ammonia and what does it do? Reciprocated platinum dust, platinum salt, nitrogen dioxide, sulfuric acid, and palladium enriched ammonia. Okay, so the reciprocated dust goes into here. The salt dust gets pulled out the back over to this side. The reciprocated dust goes into here, reacts with the calcium dust, becomes like platinum and calcium chloride. So the platinum sorts out to here, and then the calcium chloride goes here, electrolyzes, sends the calcium back, and sends the chlorine down below. So the chlorine enters into here, and that gets us the platinum. But the problem is now we need to turn it back into materials we can use, because like ammonium chloride, nitric oxide, things like that come through here. So this is a lot of what's down here is basically the recycling process and making sure that I have the other non-platinum inputs, like the fluids that I'll need. So let's see if I can follow this. First off, that's an input, that's an input. So the outputs for nitric oxide and diluted sulfuric acid. And frankly, I should probably switch these two pipes, honestly. These should be in different locations. If I were to be, like, just flip their outputs, because that would be a better connection over there, and this would be a better connection over there. I might actually do that. But nitric oxide goes into here. What we're making in this one, this is the... oh, there's a problem on it. Crowbar. Fixed. Right? No. Oh, crowbar's not in my inventory. Is in my inventory. There we go. It was probably using more power that way. This is... what is this one? This is making nitric acid. Yeah, that's right. It's making nitric acid, which goes with the diluted sulfuric acid to make aqua regia again, because aqua regia is used in first step. So it's pulling, yeah, the nitric oxide, it's pulling this oxygen, and it's pulling regular water. So they go together to make that. To make the ammonium chloride you need for step 2, I had to set up a whole bunch of stuff in here. So this is nitrogen, this is hydrogen, this is chlorine. The hydrogen is coming off of a big water electrolysis setup. And it managed to actually fill and not back up because of, well, basically just time. It's not really like... if it were working full tilt, I don't know that it would keep up very well, but because I've allowed it to back up, it's kind of got a lot of buffer. This oxygen is set to actually void excess oxygen because there's so much that comes out of this and other sources nearby that I just don't need it to store more than 4 million oxygen. But so between these three, the nitrogen and hydrogen make ammonia, so we just have ammonia here being made. And that's being made on extreme voltage so that it's faster process. That's what this green combustion generator is, along with the green cable. Things got complicated enough down here that I decided to look up a cables and pipes color coding system based on like tier of cable. There's a canner full of nitrogen, so this makes ammonia. Over on this side, we're making hydrochloric acid. And then in here, you react hydrochloric acid with ammonia to make ammonium chloride. And then it just goes up the pipe, and it's available for step 2. The chlorine is recoverable out of here in 2 different ways. So the first one is what we saw up here. This byproduct of salt dust is goes through the sifter again, because the chance of getting... refined salt dust is really high. It's about 95% overall. And you can then run this through the EBF to get the start dust for the platinum powder again. And a little bit of chloride. I don't think it's... or chlorine. I don't think it's exactly enough, but it's some recovery. So you get that. You get the chlorine off of here as well. So... It kind of gets recovered in two different places, but again, I don't know if it's... You're not probably making a chlorine profit. You're probably making a very slight deficit. I'm not entirely sure. But if I added this large sifter into the mix over there, I could just have this fully automated, and it would just keep going until it's totally out of enough platinum dust to process properly. Chlorine number go up. Chlorine number kind of stable, honestly. And then, so you take this, and it goes, yeah, like I said, back into the EBF. The EBF cooks it, and then the dusts will go back to step one, and it'll go back through here until it gets over to there, and there we go. That's how it works. Platinum dust comes out here, and platinum dust just goes straight into a smelter. So, the plat line, it looks nice on the surface. It's a horrible mess underneath. And this is just step one of like 6 on the platinum line, honestly. Because I haven't bothered to try and set anything up with it, though I have done a bit of recycling. The palladium enriched ammonia has filled this tank a couple of times. And you have to, in order to get palladium out of it, you run it through the chem reactor and then some other stuff, and I think I have palladium over here. Or if I don't, I have palladium, reciprocated palladium. I think that's what I have, yeah. Yeah, so this is like one step before getting actual palladium. But I don't know. I don't need this just yet, so I'm not worried about it yet. A horrible mess just underneath describes most of us. I like that one. Yeah, so I've just been busy. Oh, right, I didn't show you. I leveled a mountain. I put on some podcasts and I leveled a mountain. And I also built more... I expanded out the base by another couple of chunks in pretty much every direction. I bit the earth. Oh! Hello, sir. You looking at me? Oh, he saw me. He's in the base. He's in the house. You can't do that. Get over here. Vanished. Anyway, so that's like all the big base stuff that's been going on lately. This setup over here is the same setup that I had before to do titanium processing. It's just doing it a lot faster now because big multi-block machine. There's a lot more in that input buffer than it appears. But so this setup starts and stops because I don't like it takes time even with an EV electrolyzer to process this part here. So it's working as fast as it can, but that's fine. It's already multitudes faster than anything else. So, I think, but I will say the problem I've been running into is I'm hitting a point where I'm like, my brain is hurting at this stuff now. It's like I have 2 giant things that need to happen as we play, as I go forward. The first is I really can't, I'm not going to get by for much longer without setting up an actual full-on applied energistics system. The advantages of having auto crafting and everything like that are just too great. It would just take far too much time for me to not use it. It is essentially required after a certain point. So, like, I need to learn how to use it, how to deal with it, and my brain is just fighting. It's fighting against doing so. Now, if that weren't enough, the second problem I'm having is I need to set up a genuine, like, centralized power solution. Like, I need all of these single block generators that I have running around the place. I mean, I don't need to get rid of every single one of them, but it will have to be, because of lower efficiencies on these things as we go. Like 85% isn't too bad, but jumping to EV is 60% fuel efficiency. So it's time, like, I have to build large machines, large scale power, centralized power distribution, basically. Like, have a big machine, a big room to generate all the power and store it, and then branch out cables at varying voltages to parts of my base that I then feed off of, or that I pull power off of using transformers or diodes to power smaller machine setups. And that's also kind of breaking my brain a little bit. Maybe not as much as the applied energistics, but look, if you don't build a big power generator, how's Samus going to turn power back on to Arc? You're right. I have to do it at some point. But here's my thought, basically. Like, storing and transforming power. There is a big multi-block that I do not have the ability to make yet. I mean, I kind of do, but I need so much resources that I don't really have at this moment that I can't really afford to make it. This is the Lapatronic supercapacitor. It stores billions of EU. This basically becomes your giant battery, your centralized power storage. But making it is going to be very expensive. Also, you can just kind of make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It literally just, like, keeps going. And now, I don't need to go this far. You know, of course. Not right at the start, anyway. But making one of these is the way to go. But like I said, the resources involved in doing so make it prohibitively expensive right now in this tier. And here's why. Tungsten steel. I do not have a good source of tungsten steel yet. I have a little bit. I have spent hours making a little bit of it because I need to get tungsten out of here in order to make it. There's tungsten. How did I make this? Well, there's a process that involves this. It's like a 4-step process to go through. Sodium tungstate. Like, the tungstate dust is what I've been collecting a lot. I've been trying to collect, but I'm constantly running low on. Sounds like something I'd worship 500 years down the line, the big capacitor. So this tungstate dust, it has a source in, do I have any of it laying around? Yeah. It has sources. There, you can get it, but it's very low chances of getting it. It comes from the moon. You can get it at a 2.5% chance rate of centrifuging. You can get small piles of it out of Ender Goo, which I did a little bit of. I've gone back to the end and I've kind of run around in there for a little while. You can get it off of Deimos, barely. You can get it off of Mercury, much better rate, but I'm not at Mercury. You can get it also off of Mercury in a different way. Or you can get it out of Endstone, which is a decent rate, and that's just pretty much where I got the most of it, most of my tungstate right now. But you can also find tungstate on Mars and Deimos directly, and it also comes with scheelite in those veins. Desh vein, again, same kind of stuff. I don't know what Desh is, but I know we need to get it. Oh, well, I guess we'll have to get it. So scheelite, tungstate, lithium, directly on Mars. Scheelite itself is a step in the tungsten process. So instead of having to do the first two steps here, basically, if I have scheelite, I can just kind of add hydrochloric acid and get a lot more tungstic acid, and then process that into tungsten eventually. So here's my thought. If things are going to get easier when I hit, if I believe things will become easier by hitting the IV tier, ignore all this, but unlocking machines at IV tier, I think the way to proceed is to build the rocket to go to Mars and then see if I'm able to progress any further. Because without doing this, I think I'm hitting the part where I kind of have to stop because I'm just not going to be able to continue. My brain's just not going to work on it. So I think we're going to try this. We're going to try to go to Mars, get the materials on Mars so that I can build things using tungsten steel, and see where we go from there. Alright, I'm going to take a drink of water and then the preamble's over. We're going to see what we need to do to get to Mars. So, I've been working a little bit. We do need field generators. These things are expensive, especially for us right now. We need to make LUV tier circuits. I think this is ludicrous voltage. It's the tier above IV. But we can make them. I have one. In order to go through that, I have made one already. So, like, we can make it. It's not a problem to do so. Does the voltage become plaid? If only. We need to make 8 of these. Well, 7 more, basically. So I kind of just got to set up my circuit assembler and make a bunch more stuff. In order to make 8 of these, let me do this. There we go. 8. So 16 IV tier circuits. These each take 2. Do I have enough? No. I used to, but I need 64 HV circuits, which equals 32 EV circuits, which equals 16 IV circuits, which equals 8. So we gotta make some more circuits. So I guess let's start with that. I have the process up in here. I don't have all of this ready to go yet, but that's okay. I think I can make some more right now. I don't have electrum foil in here, but that's okay as well. This is epoxid sheets. Yeah. Gold foil, electrum foil. I think that should do. And this is why I'm glad to have the big press here. Also, I have this set up. This is running currently on. This is IV power, basically. I'm running. No, 1A EV, turbo gas turbine 1, 2. This is running on EV power. But I had to upgrade it to EV for something. So it's on an EV energy hatch. By the way, it's done? Is it done? Where did all my stuff go? Oh, right. It comes out here. That's the input. This is the output. So, that was fast. Is it soup yet? Is my brain soup yet? Sulfuric acid. Gold foil. And then the sulfuric goes in there. The real question is, am I referencing the actual Is It Soup Yet commercial, or am I referencing a Goofy movie? I don't know, but I'm at soup. Why am I buying clothes at the soup store? Alright, so those boards are printing, so we need the rest of the materials. To make 64 of these, I'm going to need 8 stacks of each of those, except, well, I need this nano component CPU, which I'm going to have to make some more of very soon, seemingly. Electrum wire. And I need 8 of each of those. At least I could get a soup-themed shirt at the store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that will run. This is going to get me 64 HV circuits. But then on top of that, let's see, we need to make the EV circuits. So this is, I'm making 32, which means half of this stuff. I'm going to need another 8 stacks of electrum wire. Oh wait, do I not have... No, I do have them, thank goodness. The inductors. I'm going to need another 4 stacks of the yellow. I'm going to need... No, that's ivy. I need 4 stacks of RAM. Do I have all the RAM I need? Yes. 4 stacks of RAM. And I'm going to need more of these. Oh man, I'm going to need even more circuit boards. Well, this is going to take some time. Where I'm gonna drop off this stuff in here for them. Well, I guess I'll carry around some of it. That's fine. I'm gonna need to make more of these boards. I'm gonna need more electrum soon. Thankfully I have gold, so it's not really like hard for me to do them, but I'm just thinking about it. I might need more iron 2 chloride, or iron 3 chloride as well. I will probably need more diodes. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make some more diodes. Thankfully, having platinum now, plenty of platinum in fact, means that I'm gonna be able to get plenty of these. Gallium arsenide dust, I know I had some of that around. Or, well, I had it as bools. How much does this break into? Is this just one? If you macerate? No, it makes two. Okay. Okay. Hi, Grimrock. Just saw you had entered. And then let's just quickly throw this in here so this can work while we're waiting on other stuff to be done. What else do I need to prep ahead of time? I'm prepping the boards. Ooh. NOR circuits. Also a lot more RAM. I think I will have enough RAM, just barely. I do not have enough NOR circuits. Okay. It's 1-to-1 on phosphorus doped. So I'll get 8 of these. Cuts to 16, so 2 stacks of it. Is that enough? It will be, but I really should make more than that. Now the issue is, I can't run the laser engraver at the same time. What power level does it take? Oh, it needs clean room, so it's got to be done in there. I can't run the thing at the same time because this is using up all the input power right now. NOR chip. I'll at least get this ready. Board sheets. Oh, right. Foils. How am I doing on iron 3 chloride? I might need more. Send that in there. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need more iron 3. That's fine. That's easy to make. I have so much regular iron from doing various processes. Oh crap, what am I making? Polyaluminum chloride, stop! What am I making? An accident. Ah crap. This is a does absolutely nothing. I don't know why this is in the game. Void. Okay. Let me... Alright, that's what I wanted. What is the recipe here in large chem? It's on circuit none. Or I'm going to take this out as I do that. Oh, iron. Polyaluminum chloride sounds like one of those kinds of things that you get a YouTube short suggestion of. Sounds like one of those things you get a YouTube short suggestion about that goes over how it kills you in a gruesome manner. A little bit, yeah. Okay. Epoxy board, 1. Go on, do your thing. You're still going. I'm gonna go grab those diodes that we were sitting on. Gonna need 2 of those. Hello, hydrogen. I guess I'm just going to throw it in here. More boards. Okay. Still going. Close to being done, though. So, other stuff I need to do for Mars. I have done a little bit. This is what I needed tungsten steel for. You need 6 ingots of tungsten steel in order to make the heavy-duty plates you need for the Tier 2 rocket. Where is it? This is not the Tier 2 rocket. This is the Tier 3 rocket, apparently. Cargo rockets? No. That's a workbench. Tier 2 rocket. With storage space. You can add chests to it. I don't know why there's so many different types of them here. Anyway, we need to make a bunch of the same rocket pieces that we had last time, plus some additional ones. Also, apparently I need to make this because Mars is too hot or cold. So I'm going to need to make this stuff. So, I don't know that we're making it to Mars tonight, but we're going to see what we can do. The first step is getting... Yeah. Alright. Let me start these. Ooh, that's going to take a while. I mean, it's going to take a while no matter what we do. While that's going... no, you know, I'm going to pull this out of here. We're going to come back and put that on, but I want to do the circuits because they're filling up my inventory with stuff that I need for the circuits. Alright. So, circuit, oh no. The board, circuit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect timing, it just finished. Let that do its job. And I'm gonna leave these in here again for the moment. Alright, while those circuits are crafting, we can prep the rest of the circuit things, I guess. I need those diodes, which I put over there. I need the NOR chips. I need more RAM, which I think I have enough RAM. Yeah, I have barely just enough RAM, because I need 16 of this. So a full stack requires 16 stacks of these things. It's just the NOR chips for the next piece. I also need electrum wire. It's a lot of RAM. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm gonna need even more RAM to go to the nano processor mainframe. This stuff gets expensive. This is also why, like, setting up the applied energistics stuff is kind of needed, because, like, I've got stacks upon stacks of things hanging out in here, and I'm just barely managing to keep these chests. Like, these are giant chests, and they're still full of stuff, you know? It would also, I believe you can also set up a thing where, like, it looks at your inventory and says, you've requested to maintain X amount of this resource in your system at all times. So you can set that up. I need 4 stacks of electrum wire. Okay, so that's going. Let's do something here. Gonna need to make a Mars lander. Gonna need to make another lander, basically. More rocket engines. I'm gonna need a number of things. Not to mention, the rocket itself takes stuff. These boosters take engines? No. They take filled fuel canisters. We're gonna just be, like, doing some math, man. But let's do it one at a time. Let's see what I have left over in my rocket chest, because I realize I might have some of this stuff ready. Okay, I have some compressed stuff already. I need a new parachute, which needs canvas. It also just needs canvas there. Let's start by just going with that. I need woven cotton. Boy, it's been a long time since I did woven cotton. I hope I have enough stuff for it, come to think of it. I have not really been farming cotton. I have a little bit more there. I don't think I need this much, or all of that, but 16, it's 4 per thing. No, I need more than that. Is there a better recipe for this stuff? I forget. Oh, you know, if I had actually paid closer attention. Forgot. Oh, assembler. I could have gotten my discount. I think I may as well just turn all of this in. I need fine steel wire. Oh no, it's canvas. I need polyethylene rods. I got a couple here. Can I extrude this directly? Yes. Cool. Canvas. Parachute, canvas, gold foil, and then the lander. Well, that's nice that I've got that, but I need to go make the lander again. And that's the part that's expensive. This is the component pieces of a multi-block mining machine. There's some more woven cotton in here, just a little bit. I almost feel like I should keep that with my space stuff in a way. Okay. Let me go check the circuits because I think, well, they're not done yet. Oh, they still got a bit to go. Let's see. Alright. The lander. One piece at a time here. Frequency module. Compressed aluminum, compressed tin, basic wafers, small battery, computer cover, sensor HV. Don't have the sensor. Do I have a low voltage battery? Not that I see. I probably have been using all of them. That's fine. It's easy to make them. Tin cable, battery, alloy plate, polyethylene. Okay. Making a couple just in case. Now I'm going to see if there are... Nope, there are none hiding around. I tried clicking the button that tells me where stuff is. Okay. Two wafers. Two basic wafers. I think they're in the other chest. Yeah. I do have two compressed tin. I'm going to need some compressed aluminum. Computer cover. Okay. And then the sensor and the aluminum. The sensor, high voltage circuit and an ender eye. Alright, now just the compressed aluminum. I should set up a number 3 input on my bending machine. Compressed aluminum. And that should be all the pieces I need. Frequency module. Okay. Next, I have the compressed steel. I need to make the rubber sheets. That's easy. The buggy seat will be done in 2 seconds. Okay. Buggy seat done. Compressed copper, steel poles. I have steel poles. I might have the compressed copper. So really it's the rocket engine. This is the one that's got more components in there for now. Rubber seat, how ergonomic. I think I need to make more than one. I might need to make more than one rubber seat because of stuff, but I don't know. Let's see. Let me look. Compressed copper? Yes, I do have that. I have steel pole. So yeah, it's the engine now. I got one canister here I can use, but the rest I need to make the heavy duty tier 1 plates. I'm gonna need a fair bit of these too. I forgot how these were. Bronze, aluminum, and steel. Makes the heavy-duty alloy ingot with molten stainless steel. Alright. I mean, I could crush my rocket and get a bunch back, but I feel like I shouldn't do that until I have the other rocket, or until I make my second rocket. So, yeah, what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to go grab an input bus. Let's see, do I have another input bus hanging around anywhere? Those are the wrong type. Let's just make another one real fast. Let me grab a sign. And we're going to set up sure, just like right here. Oh, well, I should have whatever. I should have a chest in front of it, but it's fine. This is making triples is not like common outside of the rocket stuff, so all right. Bronze, aluminum, and steel. I'm gonna grab a couple extra of each. Set to that. Damn, that's fast. And then I need to, these are implosion compressor. Yeah. It's a good thing I ended up making a whole bunch of IT&T lately. Oh, that's regular TNT. Oh, the next circuit piece. These should be done. Yeah. Which means I'll put these in here because we need to make the NOR chips. Did these require... No, these only require HV. Okay. I'm gonna let that do its thing for a while. Alright. So I need molten stainless steel. Now, I had to change out my fluid pipe at one point because it turned out that I was running stuff that was way too hot through the pipe. Temperature 1800 Kelvin. Let me just double check. 3000. Yeah, the potent pipe is... it's 2000, but it was something, so it was something else that I was running through here that ended up, like, causing fires in the pipe. Which was bad. It's not good when that happens. There we go. And then like that, and just let that go. We can't make a big assembling machine yet, so this is as good as we're getting. Unless I took it downstairs to the EV one, but we're just gonna have to let that go for a few minutes. What can I do in the meantime? Other pieces here. That's right. So we're gonna need 2 of these. Well, I can't make that yet. Actually, how many of these boosters am I gonna need? How many rocket engines do I need for this? I need 1 for the lander. I don't need it for these boosters. I need 2 more for the rocket itself. Okay, let me just real fast. I need 3. Steel firebox casing. Do I have any of that left over? I don't think so. I do need the triple plates for the booster. The gradient ones. Yeah, these are the heavy duty plates, yeah. Oh, this is something this... Well, I'm gonna need the triple plate. I'm gonna need to run more plates through. Actually, this is bronze and coal and aluminum. I'm gonna need to run more plates for this weird alloy. So, time to make my implosion compressor work again. It's had it too easy lately. I need activity detector cover and the firebox casing. This steel plate, steel frame. What do I got laying around in here? I got plenty of rods. The plates are... excess steel plate is in here. That machine's in use right now. Give me a handful of steel frame boxes. Cool. 13. Steel firebox casing, 3 of them for the boosters. Activity detector covers. That's pretty easy. Soldering alloy, tin, iron plates. Alright. That's not bad. 3 iron plates, 3 redstone torches, and I'll get myself 3 cells of molten tin. Because you're still working. Turn that off. And we'll go downstairs again. Circuit 1. And then, yeah, we gotta make this stuff. I'm gonna need 6 of these in total. Raw alloy. Compressed dual bronze, compressed dual aluminum. Yeah, this is 2 of them. So I need... $12 compressed bronze, 12 compressed aluminum, and 6 compressed coal. So... I might just do this, honestly. Probably just throw that in there, like that. And then the compressed coal is how? Coal block in there. Okay. Do I have coal blocks hanging around? I don't think so. I've got more coal than I know what to possibly do with. But I don't have coal blocks. Look how many stacks of coal I have. 359. That's the last one of these. Heavy duty ingots. The only thing to do with them is implode them. Coal quest was successful after all. You're right, you're right. It was my earliest and best success. Yeah, I need to make like more bronze and more electrum at some point. I'm running out. I have plenty of the base resources to do it. I just haven't made them lately. There we go. Now, I'm going to put these away. And I need to make dual. Just put 2 in there with stuff. I'm going to use the powder barrels on those. Because it doesn't take much. Although these are kind of annoying to make by comparison. Maybe I should just do TNT regular next time. Raw alloy. This goes in with more stainless steel. Inventory getting full again. This was, how many of these am I making? 3. So if it's, yeah, I just need 3 stainless steel. Circuit 1 again. And then this compresses one more time. Okay. Do I have enough for the booster yet? Yes. Do I have enough for 3 boosters? Yes. I need 2 more canisters, but yes. Gonna need the 3rd. Alright. So, the lander. I got everything for the lander. Another tier 1 lander. Now, the rest was... Where did I put the rest? Was it over here? Yeah. So we're making the tier 2 lander now. Did I rob a balloon shop? Cool. Lander's done. Boosters, control computer. Control computer, that's where I needed the EV field generators for, so that's what I'm working on. Oxygen vents. Heavy duty plates. Filled fuel canister, tier 2 boosters. That's done. Let's go check out our NOR circuits. You still cutting? No. Like that. Although, come to think of it, if I only need 6... Well, should I just make... I should just probably make 8. I only need 7 of these LUV circuits in order to get what I need here, but I imagine I'm probably going to need another one at some point, so I may as well just have it ready. I'll just do it. Okay, so that's the IV circuits being created. Control computer. We're close to this being ready, so I may as well work on this. I need some low voltage circuits. Do I have... Where did my low voltage circuits go? Did I use them all? Oh, man. Jesus. CPU. I gotta put some things aside. Nope. I need more of these, so let me just take a detour to make them. I'm making I'm making 64, so I just need one of each of these. And that's copper? Is that copper wire or annealed copper? Copper. And last piece was... No, that's all of it. Well, I guess that's going to take some time to go as well, so... I guess we'll work on the booster while I wait. So, let me pop this stuff back out. I need some more compressed iron. Or compressed meteoric iron. 2 boosters. Need 8 plates. I'm gonna probably need more of these before... Yeah, I mean, I definitely need more of those before I can make my tier 2 rocket. We'll make more as we go. Fuel. I can skip the fuel canister and just go with fuel like that and assemble it that way. Okay. That's a little easier. Optional task. Yeah, it doesn't care how I make it. So let's do it that way. So, and it's regular fuel, so, I need a little bit more of this. I have meteoric iron. Okay. I have the fuel. I just need the oxygen vent now. So, compressed tin, 8 compressed tin, 8 iron bars, 2 compressed steel. Let's check this. Let's check my other box. Let's see if I had any compressed tin in here. Compressed iron. Alright. That should be 8 compressed tin. Yeah, I'm glad I made a bunch of industrial TNT lately. I just kind of did it because I was working on some other stuff and I was like, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to do this. Sure didn't. Alright, now the vent, iron bars. And now this is fuel in there. Circuit 6. Boosters. Okay, cool. So it's the computer next. And that's where we are stopped. Not stopped, but that's where we're waiting for some circuitry to be finished. So let's see how things are looking in here. Excuse me, sir. Also, there appears to be... How did you get down there? Oh. My lighting is not strong enough. I thought I checked this stuff, but I guess not. That could be bad. Could have been worse, I should say. Alright. So I was going in here. Elite nanocomputers. Aluminum frame boxes. I think I need to make a couple extra because I didn't make enough of that. I'm making 8 of these total. I need 2 stacks of... 2 stacks, 4 stacks, 2 stacks. Oh, that's right, I need to make more RAM. I also need a bunch of annealed copper wire. How much annealed copper do I have? Maybe not enough. Hi, Kith. Again, statements in the FAI. Yeah, I made a bunch of TNT because... Just because. Yeah. I should show us the knot mountain. Husbando's back. Hasn't seen the bite I took out of the terrain. Oh yeah, let me show him. That's a mushroom. I'm gonna put that in my kitchen. Here you go. Just take a bite out of it. Oh, I gotta run this through the wire mill. Yeah, I needed a little bit more aluminum frame boxes. That should do. Let's see. It said I needed 4 of that, 2 of that. RAM. Gotta make RAM. About to make too much RAM. About to make ludicrous RAM. Each one of those makes 4. Each chip makes... So, each one of these makes 2 stacks of RAM. I just put 30... Oh god. I was gonna just eat my... just eat up my whole space. LV circuits, good. Need these. The Ender Creeper in the basement was the one I bothered earlier. It might have been. Grab this. frame boxes. Okay, so I've got the frame boxes. Frame boxes, circuits, inductors, capacitors. I need the RAM and the wire. The wire is being made. I think I need all this wire as well. The computer stuff, the other computer stuff I need to make. I gotta make more of this. I gotta make the display. We're gonna have to make 1,000,000 keyboard buttons again, by the way. I don't know if anyone remembers me doing that. It was very silly. Oh heck, I probably just need some aluminum. I could take it over to the bending machine, but it's fast enough over here that it doesn't really matter. Make one of these. Needs a display. Polyethylene sheets, iron screws, tin cables, LV circuits. In an assembler? I assume there's an assembler recipe. Yes. Polyethylene molten. Iron screws? Yes. Computer cover. Polyethylene, iron, LV. Cover. Tin cable. That was the part I forgot. And what circuit is it on? None. No specific one. There we go. Everything in Minecraft is technically everything in Minecraft is computer stuff, I suppose. I don't like that answer, but I suppose you're not wrong. Okay, so got the display. I need the heavy-duty tier 2 plate, which I have laying around. I need the keyboard and the computer case. That's funny that if you do an open computer stuff, you can get these out of there as drops. I'm not going to start doing that just because, but 1 LV circuit, 104 buttons. That's the funny part. Stone slab. Slice some stone up. My cutting machine, my only cutter, my cutters are back in here in the clean room. You still going? Oh, I can put it through. Oh no, shit, you're still going too. I'll just put it through. I have a medium voltage cutter still hanging around here. It'll be fast enough. Okay. That, and then I need springs? Yeah. I need iron springs. Long rods, so that's... take a bunch of iron rods. How many of these do I need? If you make... each pressure plate cuts into 2 buttons. I need 52 pressure plates. So I need 26 springs. Yeah. Time to extrude. The disappointment in my voice when I said, I suppose. How have people been lately? I'm just sitting here talking about what I'm doing, but it's been a while. It's been like a month and a half since I did my last stream, which, you know, I mean, seen plenty of people hanging out in the comments of my recent uploads. But how are people doing? It's been a bit. Let's catch up. Since the last stream, Grimrock says, since your last stream, I managed to get a job. It sucks, but it pays the bills. Yeah, well, I understand that. Like, my current job does not suck, but I understand. I'm glad you have a job, though. Sometimes that's really what matters the most. You gotta talk in English for it, too. Huh. I guess I don't know what your native language is. Rotor. Do I have more rotors in here? I do. Hi, Delta Fiend. Argentinian, so Spanish. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear about the English. Let me pop this out for a split second. Give me one casing, thank you very much. Return to your previous... Given my country's history, that lamentation has been in our mind for decades. Sorry about the English. Kith, I'm doing okay. I've been sleeping better since I decided to take a plunge on spending $500 on a blanket. Is it weighted? Is it one of those weighted blankets? Yes, it is. Yeah, Evie just spent a bunch of money on a weighted blanket herself, and it's also helping her sleep, though hers did not cost $500, so that is significantly more. And I will have to tell her that somebody spent $500 on a blanket. I gotta make a microchip. How do I do that? Plastic board, MV circuit, transistors, electrum foil. Okay. Gold foil. Electrum foil. MV. Do I have MVs? Did I use all my MVs? Oh, god damn. Need one board. Computer case also needs a board. And then I need an MV circuit. Yeah, no MV circuits. I used up all of them? Really? Hi, Ogre Tail. I almost missed the stream. Kith goes back and says, I sleep extremely hot because of chronic nightmares, so having a blanket that has no thermal value is extremely helpful. Yeah. Let me... Circuit 10 for this electrum. The springs are here. I need to forge hammer these again. No. Is it oh, it's bend. Overtail the bean coin is devaluing. No. I don't like the phrase training blanket. I made the joke that Eevee's blanket is a weighted training blanket, just like Dragon Ball Z or some bullshit. Pressure plate. Other than my magic blanket, I've been chipping away at game dev and also playing games. Heck yeah. Delta Fiend, I got a scam call earlier tonight. They tried to pass as my ISP but didn't even know my name, which would be in my file, so clearly they were trying to fish for info. That's a bit spooky. But yeah. I've been playing, Kith says, been playing an excessive amount of Space Marine 2 to grind out blue dollars, and also played through the Off remake. I don't think I know the Off. I don't think I know Off. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't think I know it. We gotta make MV circuit. That's right. So, I'm just gonna do one right now. It's not a good investment to just make one, but I really don't want to sit here and make like a ton of them this second. Why don't I just make 4? And it's the red alloy. Okay. So that's my medium voltage circuits just to get those going. It recently it's an RPG Maker game known for inspiring Undertale and contributing to the pun I beat Off today. Heh. Yeah, the French RPG from the early aughts, the entirety of the Homestuck fandom descended upon during one of the hiatuses. Oh, that would probably... Okay. Microchip. And too much RAM. Real fast. Oh my god, that's filled up. I'm gonna throw that in there so that I can throw the this stuff back into here. Alright, that's gonna go in there. I'm gonna take this back. The music. The little ding-dong music. Okay, I think I have all the pieces I need. Yeah, polyethylene. Computer case. Chip. Rotor casing? What am I doing wrong? Oh, and plating. And then I need all these buttons. The keyboard, one more LV circuit, and the casing. I love this stupid recipe. I love the stupid computer recipe. Okay. So I've got 3 of the pieces now. Put these stone slabs away. Inventory tunes to vibe too. Oh yeah, Ogre Tail. Since you didn't get to see, the bite I took out of the mountain nearby. Aha, there we go. Okay, so the LUV circuits are going. Oh, let me put this lens back. The what? Yeah, the bite I took out of the mountain. Chomp. And I made the base bigger. I expanded on all sides. Holy! This is the power of turning on podcasts. Also, yes, big machines, lots of stuff going on in here now. I don't want to sit here and explain it all again, so I'm not going to, but this is the platinum production line, and this is a massive amount of pipe spaghetti to assist with getting the components of the platinum production line ready. I should dig a trench, keep stuff from falling off the mountain. Now, you see, Kith, the thing is, I don't walk close enough to the mountain for it to actually spawn dudes up there. That's how part of the mountainside in Santa Catarina looks like. Okay, what was I on? I was on the field generators. I'm waiting for these guys, that's right. One more, well, I need 1 heavy-duty plate, tier 2, which I should have hanging around here, yeah. Next, tier 2 rocket, this is what we're looking, oh, well, I'll have to go there every time. Chomp, vertical slice gone. I'm disappearing now, goodbye. See you later, Kith, thank you for showing up, it was a pleasure to talk with you again. Alright, so we're just waiting on these extremely expensive circuits to be made. While we do that, I guess I should do this other stuff. Oh my god, that's so much of woven cotton. I did not realize I need that much woven cotton. Oh shit. I do not have a farm sustaining that sort of level of string requirement. Ah, crap. Polycaprolactam bar. Can I make this stuff? I doubt it. Naphtha salt. Oh, wait. Wait, what? I can? Saltpeter naphtha. Molten polycaprolactam. What the hell? I've never looked at this at all. But, my god, that makes a shitload of string. It doesn't solve the woven cotton problems entirely, because cotton... the actual cotton can only be grown, but as far as string, that's a lot of string. Let me see. If I say assembler recipe, let's say I need, oh god, it said 193 or 192 woven cotton. 3 stacks of woven cotton, 768 string, and 576 cotton. We're gonna definitely learn how to make polypropylactam, whatever the fuck. But I'm gonna need major cotton over here. Ah, crud. the sudden farming. $576 of it. Let's go farming. Well, I mean, this stuff does grow quickly at the very least. Let me see. This converts to cotton seeds. Do I have cotton seeds anywhere? I don't remember. Probably not. I would have picked it up. Or I would have gotten a notification. Yeah, no, I don't have any cotton. Do I gotta put this on crops, or can I just plant this directly? I forget on here. Probably just, yeah, I can just plant it directly. Okay. Sure. We're not gonna automate any farming. We're just gonna help this stuff along. Farming's like 75% of what I was doing multiplayer crew when I joined a while back. Some of the other folks shared screenshots from wild stuff, and I'm still in iron farming onions. Nothing wrong with that. What did I put? I accidentally just put something in here, I believe. Oh, is it this? Yeah. Unless I thought I got more than one of those. That's fine. The glow flowers can go back into there. The seeds. The crops. I haven't done anything with this in an age. What else? I need the scythe? Where's no? I need the sense. There it is. Oh, cool. Did that just fucking delete my... Yeah, it did. What did I have there? Crap. Blackstone lily. Greystone lily. That was probably my nickel. That was probably my nickel plant. Man, I don't give a shit about this stuff anymore. I think at this point, if I care about any of the the plant stuff, I'm just gonna like friggin' just call it in. Not call it in, just like cheat it in. Although I realize I can probably just sit here and do like this. How much is 576? 9 stacks. There's your new music. We've had some cursed things happen on that world, like one time some rando somehow got on the server, also a bug with new mobs not spawning if there's just one player. Weird stuff, man. A little bit more. There we go, that's more than 9 stacks. Okay, so I need the string. I need 12 stacks of string. And I saw just a moment ago that you can wire mill string off of this polycaprolactam bar. 32. So I need, it was 12 stacks. 32. I need 24 bars of this stuff. 1, 2. I mean, this is way more if I run that recipe. This I don't need that much. And yeah, it does let me do it at this level. Saltpeter, naphtha, caprolactam. Now let me just see. I can fluid solidify it into ingots at any level, and I can wire mill it at MV. So yeah, I can make this stuff. Alright, this gives me 9. I said I needed 24. So run this 3 times. So 12 cells of naphtha, 3 saltpeter. I've got tons of saltpeter. 12 cells of naphtha. I have a bunch of this stuff too, hanging out in the basement. I'm gonna get that out of there just in case. Does naphtha react with anything in here? Hydrogen. It'll do cracking. Gasoline. No. I don't have anything hanging out in here. CO2 gas. I don't think that's going to affect it. Alright. Naphtha cells. Saltpeter. Molten polycaprolactam. Oh, I probably needed... I need a cell that'll carry it, that are not these size. And then fluid solidifier, we need to put it into an ingot. Do I have an ingot mold? Yeah, of course I do. Okay. So then I just wire mill this. Can you do anything else with it real fast? Like, I know it, we're seeing it makes like sheeting, and looks like you need it late in the game in assembly line stuff to make something, but that's not relevant to us right now. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't get... Alright, I'm just gonna run all of these through and just get a bunch of excess string. Here we go, big circuits are done. So the field generators I need, we're doing it in the assembler, because that way I don't need as much of this HSSG ingot. I should have a tiny amount of it. I have exactly the right amount of it. Is that the one? Yeah, because you need double plates, but this lessens it. So I have exactly enough. Fluid extract. Good. It'll go in MV. So I've got that. I've got the circuits, and I need 2 nether stars. Which, thankfully, I still have a couple hanging around. And that'll go for a bit. Alright, while I wait for my string and things like that, Meteoric iron rods. I hope I have enough meteoric iron for this. 216. Wait, it says... The recipe is wrong. It says I need 8 of each, so I need even more of this other stuff. So these numbers are incorrect. Okay, so that means how much more do I need? 216. 10 and a half, or 10 and a little bit. I'm also going to make a little bit more polypropylat, whatever. Weird string bar. Oh, there's way more naphtha in there still. Oh, right, it's coming out in smaller amounts. Oh, what the? Oops. That's my problem. That might be enough. That might be enough string, actually. Boy, I'm gonna have to, for the first time, I'm gonna have to, like, pull a... I'm gonna be making so much on here that I need to actually put a chest on there with, like, an import. Well, I guess we'll just see how much that makes. Aluminum foil. It's less than one stack of this stuff, but I'll just have some spare, I guess. How did you lose your phone?
I walked in and I lost it.
It would have been here.
It was in my hand.
Where did you put it?
I don't know. I put it down.
It's not on, is it?
No.
Yeah, that's right, I thought. That's what I thought. I can't call it to help you. Can I not? Or can I? That's what I said. I just said, is it on? And you said no.
Well, my phone is on.
Right.
Yeah, I think I was upstairs.
You said you had it in hand.
I thought I had it in hand.
Okay, so I need 216 of this stuff. $54 long meteoric iron rods. So I need 54 ingots of it. It's going to take a bit of time to go through that. There's my big dumb field generators that took too much power, too much resources. Oh yeah, by the way, I've got 1,000,000 bags to open later, so stay tuned. Although I might honestly wait to convert these up to IV bags, because the IV bags have things like ender chests in them. And that's probably better use of them. Oh, yeah. I will open bags in your name, Ogre Tail. I'm sorry that I did not respond to you sooner. I have aluminum foil in here. Some, at least. Okay, so then the computer, while I'm waiting for other stuff to produce, I gotta do the rocket computer here. I have all the stuff for it now. EV clean room, computer case, keyboard, display, field generators, heavy duty plate. Yep, got all that. Did not miss the Mars mission. No, we have not gone to Mars. We are in the process of making our way to Mars. What have I got wrong? Computer case tier 1. EV generator, keyboard, display, heavy duty plate. Oh no, it's an assembler. Oh, it's the regular assembler. I gotta pick that thing up and bring it into the clean room. I'm going to replace the chem reactor temporarily. EV assembler. Oh shoot! I need to transfer soldering alloy over into there. Did you find it?
Yeah.
You did leave it upstairs?
Yep.
Congratulations.
I think I thought my headphones with my phone.
It's okay.
I have ADHD, like...
I'm not making fun of you.
I know, but I'm gonna whine about it anyways.
Okay, well, have fun. Cells. Gotta steal some soldering alloy out of the circuit assembler.
What are you showing your people?
I'm making things.
Are they good things?
I don't know. I'm trying to go to Mars.
Again? Wait, no, you
I
went to the moon.
I'm trying to go to Mars.
Isn't Mars hot?
Yeah, that's why I'm making clothing that's gonna help with that. I have to make thermal clothing. It's expensive.
How expensive?
It's expensive for my time.
You just gotta make yourself an outfit.
Yes, I'm using a machine to weave cotton.
Special cotton?
No, not yet.
No?
Well, it will be special cotton, but I'm just making the cotton.
So are you picking cotton?
No. Well, I did.
Where does the cotton come from?
No, I did actually. I did pick a bunch of cotton.
Cotton I've done.
Oh my god. Yes, I was Cotton Eye Joe today.
No, wait, will that get you flagged?
I don't know, probably not. Oh, it's not going out because I don't have it set to go out. That's fine though. Tier 2 computer. Okay, so the rocket itself. Nose cone, 10 plates, fins, got the boosters, the rocket engine, computer, the lander, fuel canisters. I'm Cotton Eye Joe. You're Cotton Eye Joe, so you're the reason I'm still single. Wow.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. Where did I go? Okay, so I got these. I need small fuel canisters, a nose cone, and rocket fins. The fins are going to be the expensive one, or kind of expensive. But, like, nothing I can't make. Nose cone. I need like 20 heavy-duty tier 1 plates. And then the fuel canisters. Oof. Lots of compressed steel. I guess I should work on that. So let's do this once more. Bronze. Oh, I'm out of bronze. I said I needed to make some more. It's... Oh shoot, what's the heavy duty combo again? Bronze, aluminum, and steel. Okay. It's so fast to make those now. The new coils in the EBF sure show that it's improved. Yeah, my new pink coils in them. Not actually cooking anything in here. I feel like I should be. Oh, almost out of fuel again. Let's go, or almost out of oil again. We're gonna make a quick trip. Oh, my fuel has finally filled up again. For a while I was running a bit lower on it. I got back just in time for it to finish. Put that in there. I need this much. Oh, this is assembly. My assembler is still working here. That's fine. I will grab some cells and transport to the other assembler. Let that do its thing. I'll let those go for a bit. Nose cone. I need... This is all assembler stuff still. What's the fuel canisters? I need the blank ones. So I need 3 empty canisters. And I have 24 of this. And then this requires double bronze, double aluminum. Oh, that's still going. We're not done with that yet. Because this is... Wait, how many? Yeah. And then more stainless steel. I'm so glad I made the bending machine. Holy moly, it's so fast. Okay, so 3 fuel canisters. Circuit 2, a little bit of molten stainless steel. You still going? Almost. Almost done. Actually, I think you're done. Oh yeah. That's done. So... Oh, wait, I did not... This stuff. This was wire mill? Yeah. Ah, crud, that takes ages. Damn, I should have paid attention. Damn, this is actually going to take like half hour. No way around it. That's fine. I've got stuff I'm working on in the meantime. And I don't think we're going to be launching tonight anyway, so... Would getting the EV wire mill help? It would, but it would cut it down just by a little bit, and I don't have a great EV infrastructure, so it's more of if I were to use it, it would take me probably longer. It would probably take me about as much time to set it up as it would to just have it be running now. Plus, it seems very much like EV is kind of a stopgap because soon. I think it's next, or is it not until IV? Oh no, well both of these clusters unlock in IV, but somewhere in here is the multi-block wire mill. Yeah, here it is. Lots of blue steel. But I can make lots of blue steel pretty easily, so I think I'd be able to make this pretty quickly once I hit IV. So it's like, I'm just kind of holding off. nose cone, fins. I don't know exactly how much of this I need. Oh, hold on. I know I have it laying around here some. There it is. Another cage lamp. I had this laying around. Okay, so 4 plates and 1 cage lamp. Oh, right. Take that out of there. Okay. And then the fins. 4 and 2 on circuit 5. I've got to do... Oh, the fuel canisters are next. On 2. Is that everything? I think that's everything for the rocket. Oh wait, I need the heavy-duty plates and the other pieces. Now, I know you can add storage to these rockets, and I'm kind of tempted to do so, but I don't know if doing so will cause it to not convert properly. Oh no, I can. I can convert down. But you can't convert up. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm not going to worry about it. Tier 2 rocket. It's going to go directly into the chest for the time being. Awesome. Mars Invader bag. Ooh, what the? I don't know if that bag is really worth grabbing or anything. Probably not. Heavy duty tier 3s. I'll probably get a couple of Mars bags as I go, I'm gonna grab the reward bags, I think. Meteoric iron is kind of nice, but I don't think I'm gonna keep that. I think probably just another tier 4 EV bag here. Well, how many things have this? Don't get too many of these bags. Moon to Mars bag. I mean, I guess it could be kind of fun. It's something different. Yeah, let's do that. It's not that bad to get meteoric iron. So here we are now, dimensional goals. Need to go to Mars. We also don't have to go here, but we do want to go to Mars's moons. Deimos and Phobos. Phobos has all the ores you need. Critical materials. Yeah, we need this stuff for IV. You can find several other ores on these planets. Some don't have a use, but most useful now are on the right. Draconium, jade, mirabilite, tanzanite, vintium, and viroxes. These are weird ores. Reactor fuels, impure radioactive ores for nuke reactor, pitchblende, uraninite. Pure uranium ores, Phobos and Deimos. But the main thing we need to do is tungsten steel to get to IV. Dragon eggs. You can recreate dragon egg. Portable chunk. Key of spectral iron opens pocket dimension. One chunk wide, but perfect for storing stuff I might need. Using it as a teleportation hub might also be an idea. Interesting. Looks like we'll get that for going to Mars. So like let's check here. We're gonna see Mars and Phobos. Mars has I want to see vein stats. Yeah. Who am I looking at? Which one am I looking at? Phobos. I want to see Mars vein stats. So what do we find on Mars? Tungstate, sulfur, desh, pitchblende, quartz, redstone, nickel, arsenic. Probably want a little bit of that. Mostly for the bismuth ore. Gold, iron, beryllium, tetrahedrite, galena, salt. So tungstate, dash, pitchblende, and like the arsenic veins are probably the most useful there. Phobos. Phobos has the uranium-238, sulfur diamond, molybdenum, pitchblende again, quartz, draconium, nickel, arsenic, bauxite, gold, or haricon, tanzanite, fire oxys, mirabilite. This is weird. Like, we have to set foot on Mars, but it almost seems like it's saying there, Phobos is honestly the one that you need, that's best, almost. Let's see, Deimos. Uranium, tungstate, sulfur, lapis, draconium, monazite, nickel, tetrahedrite, oriharicon, and magnetite. So, like, Mars has scheelite. Phobos has some extra stuff, and Deimos has less. We're gonna end up with a whole bunch of things that I don't know how to use yet. Like, what the hell is this? Or a haricon? How do you use this? What do you do with this? It's quite durable. Wow, that's really durable. So that must mean it's great for tools. And more, I'm sure. That's halfway done, but we're still waiting. I'm gonna go to sleep in the bed. And then we're gonna go flying. I have bees set up over here. They're working. I need this. There's the oil fire. Yeah, the oil fire is still going. I've never made an attempt to put it out. I don't even know how I would, aside from picking up all that oil with my hands. Now, why do I care about these silk combs? Well, you see, it's a very minor thing, but there's actually a quest to have a lot of this stuff. What we need to do is run this all through the centrifuge. Did I get enough? Oh my god, I didn't get enough. Thanks, random chance. Well, damn it. I need just a little bit more. Whatever, the bees will keep doing their thing. Basically, doing that gets me silk wisp gives me woven silk. This woven silk can be used to make bigger backpacks. It can also be used to make apiarist suit that you can wear if you're doing bee stuff. I don't really care about the suit by comparison, but having some bigger backpacks would be nice. Man, it's time for me to. I can retire all of my big steam machines now. It's kind of sad, but that's the way it goes. I mentioned it at the start of the stream, so obviously people weren't here, but those who were and might have left already, if they happen to watch back, I'll explain some of the stuff that we did, that I did here in Extreme Voltage tier, off camera, off stream. This was the entirety of the Platinum production line. I kind of explained the Platinum production line earlier in the stream, so if you joined late and are interested in hearing about how it all works, go back to like the first half hour of the stream. Other things we did, we learned how to make epoxid, which is used for the boards, for the next couple of boards, basically. These ones are fiber reinforced. This makes the green circuit board for future the next cluster of stuff, basically. But I need an IV circuit. I need an IV circuit board before I can do anything with this. So, not yet. But it did make me do a quest for some, so I have some. Let's see. This was the quest to learn how to make the next set of circuits. Circuit assembler. I talked briefly at the start of the stream about having to learn how to make radon, and because I need it for certain things over here. This is a water reservoir and a reservoir hatch. These are really cool. Basically, you can actually, this is even bigger and better water, infinite waters than I have like over here, because this you can attach to, you can just pull water out of it as fast as possible. And then the other one here, the reservoir hatch, is an infinite water supply hatch. I actually have one, I think, attached to my multi-block chem bath over here. Yeah. So this is constantly fully filled with 2 billion water. So it's just waiting for use, basically. Oh, this is all done. Are you backed up? Are you just... No, you're not. You just barely managed to finish. Maybe, no. Nope, you're out of power. Right, how are you out of power? What? How can you be out of power? Did I never hook this up at the bottom? I never hooked this up. Huh. I have too much iron. I have far, far, far too much iron. Go cook. I also need to just like convert some more of that to steel and stainless steel and stuff like that. Okay. Now that's working again. Anyway, yeah, so that hatch, that's really fun. This is another thing I had to do. Once I learned how to make an assembler, I learned how to make Lapotron dust, which in a different tab is used for learning how to make these Lapotron crystals, and you need these for the giant multi-block battery storage, that energy storage that we have. Not started building, but that's part of why I want to go to Mars, is that I think being able to build that, use the resources to get to that, will help me solve some of my fears dealing with centralized power storage and digital storage. And then I also learned how to make graphene, which is very expensive, and I'm not looking forward to this part because graphene wire, after taking a lot of time and resources to make, becomes the new basic wire for motors. I am not looking forward to this. But this is part of why it's like you need to be doing applied energistics setup, because then you can maintain like a certain level of them. You can tell it to say like keep X amount of this item in your crafted at all times. Other stuff I haven't done yet, these data orbs, mostly because I haven't sat down and sliced up a bunch of the NAND chips, but data orbs are used for, they're used for all sorts of stuff according to like recipes, but I don't really know how. And then you get the replicator here. This allows you to spend like a shitload of excess power and more to make stuff out of thin air, but it takes insane amounts of power to do so. Like, oh, it doesn't take that much to make hydrogen out of nothing, but you know, you start going up the periodic table, I guess. They mention like where is it? It's gonna be hard to spot in here. Iridium, no. Where is it? I'll find it in here. This indium dust, 7,500 seconds is, I'm not even sure. And now granted, I'd be making it probably at this instead of 900 seconds. And 900 seconds is still like 15 minutes for one dust. So the question becomes like, and also that was a ton of power to do it. But it's annoying to make, so maybe if you've got excess power, you might want to try. But I haven't done any of that yet. And lastly, what else was in here? Lastly, there was like one more thing I wanted to mention. I haven't done any nuclear power stuff yet. Well, there was the tungsten steel process, but we're going to hopefully have an easier process going forward. Slightly easier. I thought there was something else. I don't remember. Oh, well, there's the indium process as well. It's not too complicated to do, it just takes up a lot of resources. Anyway, wire mill's done, so let's make the thermal padding. So how was this made? Space race. Thermal cloth is just what? Assembler with silicone rubber. So 24 silicone rubber? Yeah. That's fine. I have silicone rubber from HV. Let's do that. Get that out of there. And it said circuit 1? Yep. Wait, if it's 8 per, then there's only 3 stacks of it that I need. Because it wants me to get 24 of them. So why did it make me make more of this? This number is wrong. This specific number is wrong. Whatever. Is this used for anything else other than that? Looks like it, but not really. Oh, no, this is used for future thermal cloth. Well, so I guess having extra of it will not be a terrible thing. I guess we'll put that in there. And just let that keep working for now. I guess we can preview what we're going to be doing on, what we can do on Mars, or just more stuff we can do. Oxygen sealer fills a room with oxygen. The amount stacks some sealers. Unlike the bubble distributor, it confines the oxygen to the room it's in. The sealer must be supplied with power and sufficient oxygen. Only works in a room that is completely sealed off from outer space. Be achieved with either a completely closed off room or an airlock. Checks for a seal, requires at least 320 air points per second continuously or it fails. It's a lot of oxygen that you get provided, I guess. Launch controller. It's been modified to provide additional functionality. If you launch from a launch pad with a controller setup, the countdown will be greatly reduced and you'll teleport directly to the receiving launch pad. Uses up half the rocket's fuel though. This is very useful on laggy servers. It can act as an early teleport option if you don't like the magic solutions. You'll need to set up a rocket launch pad with launch controller and possibly a fuel loader on either side. If you don't use it for yourself, you can also try to use it for cargo rocket. To use those at full capacity, it's necessary to equip a rocket launch pad to send items with on the receiving side. It's also possible to use buildcraft pipes to transfer items into cargo loaders. Next step is to set up frequencies in both launch controllers. Have a look at it to set up automated launch. Huh. Slimeling. Utility mob spawns from slamling eggs on the surface of Mars. Share some features of vanilla wolves and mules. Can be tamed, attacks mobs threatens owners, can be equipped with special chest. We're finding life on Mars next time, I guess. Heavy oxygen tank. It'd be nice to make some of those. Saltwater chlorobenzene. Well, I already have saltwater here. I don't need to dig more saltwater. But it might be good to get some chlorobenzene. Maybe. I guess it makes chlorine. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's useful. Bacterial sludge. Collect to produce mutagen for bees mutation in gendistry. I think you also need it going forward for, like... Yeah, you need it to get, like... some circuits and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. Cavernous vine. Some useless plant. And then the Mars dungeon is the main goal. Go find the boss, kill the boss monster, get the schematic, fulfill the quest requirements in EV. I'm probably gonna have to launch up to the moon and make sure I grab a few things, like my, or I mean, I guess I should probably just make another oxygen compressor up on the moon, or to take with me, because thinking about it, if I ever want to go back to the moon, I'm going to want to take that, have that one with me too, probably. One of these days I should consider setting up like an oxygen collector. Alright, well, let me make the thermal stuff. And we will probably call it here. So let's see. This is EV assembly, silicone rubber. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna need like 24 more silicone rubber. Oh, that's why you had to make extra string, because you need extra string to go and finish out these crafts. Okay. I'm gonna need 24 more molten silicone rubber. Yeah, I moved the EV assembler in here for a little bit. And I don't want to accidentally make... Oh, okay, it requires certain circuits to actually make these. Circuits that match the thing. Alright. But I still want to be careful. Okay. That's going to be circuit 5 for the other one. I forget, how do I open up the galaxy map? Semicolon. Asteroids are tier 3. Okay. This will be 7 and 8. So that should be all the parts. You're full. Okay. Everything's kind of just hanging around. I don't think I need these tiny piles of potassium. That's a lot of rutile. I need to process this into titanium. There we go. Ooh. I look like a nerd. But I guess I'm gonna be warm. Rutile. Wait, I thought this wasn't a Zelda ROM hack. Ha. Good joke. Man, that's a lot to process. Shit. That's gonna take some major time. Ah, well. Well, that's something for me to work on. I think we're done here for tonight. I don't know when the next stream will be. It may not be until next week. But I'm not gonna go to Mars without everybody, so we'll see what happens next. I'm gonna just if I get a chance to play throughout over the next week, I'll probably just kind of do some other random stuff, and then we'll see what happens from there. I also got to make sure that I have absolutely everything I need for Mars, so I will probably, if I play, I'll probably spend some time do that. Like I said, I probably should make another oxygen thing. I have bigger tanks. They are somewhere. Yeah, I have some medium tanks that I was able to make now, so I'm going to take those with me, of course. But yeah, I think that'll do it for now. Thank you all for sticking around. Thanks for coming back. And hopefully it won't be too long before we play again, because we actually have some major goal to go and accomplish. So we'll see what happens next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good night. Oh, I didn't do bags. Shit. Wait, I forgot about bags. Hold on, everybody. Wait, don't go. I forgot. I was supposed to do some bags for Ogre Tail. Wait. Don't go. I forgot about the bags. Yeah, last minute bags. I gotta figure out what I'm opening, because there's a ton of them over here. I'm gonna trade up these EV bags, or HV bags to EV bags. I'm trying to remember what I was waiting on. I guess the Mars bag? HEE. This is hardcore ender stuff. Get a bunch of weird stuff out of this. Okay, this bag I have to open because these are all enchanted. I can't upgrade them. Tier 1 bag, Tier 2 bag. I do like opening Tier 2 bags because sometimes you can get good tools out of them. Or then you can also get farm stuff. HEE Advanced. Some weird things. Can you trade this one up? I don't think so. Can I trade this one up? B's advanced. No, not most of these don't. Looks like most of these don't trade up. Okay, well, hi Carlos. We are ending for the night, sadly, but we had a good stream. I'm just doing some bag openings because I forgot to do so. Alright, so let me open some stuff. Starting with Tier 2. A muffler. Plumbilia seeds and some polyethylene. Industrial diamond. Another backpack. Energy conduits. More energy conduits. Actually, I didn't have another digger backpack, so that's not terrible. I did play again, yes. And I've been playing in the background. And I've done a lot of stuff, but my goal is to go to Mars so that I can enter IV and see what happens from there. Tesla coil. Large titanium fluid cells. Ooh, handy. Alright, let's open this Mars bag. Oh. Let's see what weird thing I get out of here. All of the... What? These are what, enchanted? Yeah, these are ultra enchanted. Wow. Very cool. Kind of fun. Let's put that aside. I don't know where I'm going to put them actually. Actually, I will put them in here. This is where my equipment is anyway. And last, we're going to open up some AE bags, because I looked and you can't upgrade these, so we're just going to see what stuff I get out of them. Wow, that bag had a lot of stuff in it. Nice. $4K storage bag. Or storage cell. Sure, I'll take another HV bag out of it, why not? Although I'm going to put that one away in case I get some upgrades. Man, these bags give you a lot of stuff out of them. Controller, cards. More storage cells. Not bad at all. So there we go. Oh wait, didn't put these away. Lots of stuff that I can make, or keep making and expanding on in here. But I need to actually get this stuff set up and connected to some sort of network and make it actually work. And that's the part that my brain is still not fully working on. So I'm going to get to IV and centralize my power, and then see if I can also figure out how this all works. Any other bags I want to open before we go? I should get going. Tier 1 loot LV bag. Probably. Let's open an LV bag. Fire resistance potions. Why not? Okay, so that's the actual end of the stream. We will be stopping here because it's time for me to go to bed. Anyway, now, thank you for watching. And we'll be back next time. We're going to go to Mars as best we can, see what we get on there, and go from there. Check out the stream from the start. If you missed it, if you arrived late, you can see all the stuff that I did and was showing off. And, yep, I'll see y'all later. Good night.